I love municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are really fun. Fun, 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 fun. Municipal bonds confidential.
A second reason why municipal bonds have always been such a thing for investors like yourselves is because they have always been thought of as a safe and secure investment. The traditional and prevailing opinion was you loan your money to a state or a city by purchasing their municipal bonds and you would be paid your semi-annual interest payments, and be paid back your principal investment at maturity. There was little thought or concern. Municipal bonds were the safest. They were all AAA and this might have been a fair and reasonable expectation. After all, you were not loaning your money to just one person, but buying the municipal bonds of a state or city that has thousands and millions of citizens paying taxes and fees. Consider the millions of citizens in states like New York, Illinois, Texas, California and Florida. Additionally, the expectation was that state or city with its thousands and millions of citizens would make it their moral and legal obligation to make good your semi-annual interest payments and principal investment at maturity. A state or city would do whatever was required to make you whole. Thus the term, general obligation, which in turn is often shortened to simply GO. The general obligation might have also included language stating the bond is backed by the full faith and credit, and taxing power, of that state or city. It all sounded pretty good. Furthermore, the expectation was the state or city was utilizing the proceeds of a municipal bond issuance for a solidly public purpose. You would hear the term municipal bond and think the Manhattan Bridge or the Golden Gate Bridge, or water aqueducts, or schools and libraries and so on. But, and here is the but, that was the traditional opinion of municipal bonds. Things have really changed. You can no longer blankly consider any municipal bond as safe and secure. No way. Be forewarned. To begin with, Wall Street, as well as states and cities who issue municipal bonds, presumably because they wanted to borrow more money and finance more projects, came up with a new category of municipal bonds. They called it revenue bonds, or municipal revenue bonds. The reasoning being the municipal bonds are secured not with a general obligation but with a specific line of revenue. If a municipal bond is not a general obligation, it is almost always branded a revenue bond. Today it could be said that much if not most of the Muni markets are municipal revenue bonds. Not general obligations. Revenue bonds are not new. They have been around for decades. And there have been many examples of good revenue bonds that might be considered solid and secure. Even traditional. But not all municipal revenue bonds are the same. No way. Many municipal bonds you now encounter in the new issue or secondary Muni markets do not even finance a solidly public purpose nor a public purpose at all. There are many weird municipal bonds that may be a municipal bonds but maybe not. And there are many funky municipal bonds that are outright just not municipal bonds. Suffice it to say these weird and funky municipal revenue bonds are not general obligations of any state or city, nor probably anything for that matter. Unfortunately, as the years and decades have gone by, Wall Street, as well as states and cities as issuers, have created increasingly weirder and funkier types of municipal revenue bonds. You as an investor need to look at and research every municipal bond you own or want to buy. You need to know what the municipal bond is financing. And who pays you back your interest and principal. Is it really thousands and millions of citizens paying taxes and fees? Or just a few specialized users or ratepayers generating a weird and funky revenue stream? All of which can be complicated. Moving past revenue bonds and funky and weird comes the tough part. It must be said that traditional municipal bonds, even those that are solidly public purpose and general obligations and full faith and credit, can no longer be considered safe and secure. Even these must now be questioned. This is perhaps the saddest confidential reality about municipal bonds. U.S. states and cities can no longer be considered safe and secure. Forget about state and city moral obligations to investors who purchased their municipal bonds. Forget about traditional ideas of municipal bond issuer legal obligations, as they may now just become legalities. There are many reasons for this which I will discuss in future. For now, I will simply make clear to you that U.S. municipalities and their municipal bonds can file bankruptcy. They have gone bankrupt in past and they have done so recently and they will continue to do so. You can probably understand more readily corporate bankruptcy. It seems comparatively quick with a finality. You picture workers leaving buildings carrying office boxes and personal belongings, and doors being chained shut. Municipal bankruptcy is very different. Municipal bond bankruptcy is very, very complicated. Your municipal bonds, your retirement nest egg, could be stuck in financial limbo for years. Worst case scenarios are you could lose everything. Or you could get a haircut, where your municipal bonds are redeemed for cents on the dollar. Discuss all I have explained with your financial advisors and brokers. Ask them to explain what they know about municipal bankruptcy and municipal bond bankruptcy. And ask them to explain what a haircut is. Tell them Captain Municipal Bonds says hello.
I love municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are really fun. Fun, 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 fun. Municipal bonds, Confidential.